Is Star Citizen a bad game? Why do you play, and is it even worth getting? These are questions I get asked a lot, both on stream and off stream. But it is also a question I ask myself from time to time, usually during long and tedious patches with little to no content, like the current patch 3.13 for example, or perhaps during particularly rough spots where a mixture of imbalance and a lack of player engagement leads to a very hard and trying time. I mean, good luck trying to get into a game of Star Marine or Arena Commander at the moment. Star Citizen's development has been plagued with issues, delays, and a whole lot of other bad press, both from insiders at the company and from very big game journalist newspapers. However, regardless of this, money keeps coming in. In fact, last year was the greatest drive for new cash ever, with over $250 million raised even during a pandemic that had the whole world in a state of shock and confusion about how they might thrive or survive. This trend doesn't look like it's slowing down either anytime soon, now with over $370 million raised from over 3 million backers. You could say the game must be good to get that sort of drive. But this isn't the whole story. Even with over 3 million unique backers, the average player count, as last given by the man himself, Chris Roberts, only sits at around 30,000 during peak play times. Of course, I am going to take that with a pinch of salt, and I advise you do too, because if you play the game, or try to anyway, you'll see that this number doesn't really reflect well in reality. But because we can't directly view server lists or select particular servers directly, there is no way to verify that I'm joining the same server with the same players because others don't exist, or because it just decided to put me there. All I know is that I can't get into any goddamn game outside of the PU right now. Personal quarrels aside though, the game is still being played, and played regularly. Over on Twitch, where you can watch me live by the way, the game is still popular, and on average seeing viewer counts between 600 all the way up to 3,000 plus across 100 channels or so. But why then is the title of this video all about whether or not the game is bad? Well, it's because currently if you go to any channel on Twitch, look at any popular streamer, all of them are kind of fed up, looking at other games to fill the time and trying their best to work around the game we currently have. What's causing their frustration is an amalgamation of smaller delays, consisting of pushbacks to core tech long-time backers have been expecting and excited for years, silence on new upcoming game tech and features, or the celebrated and seemingly vanished game mode Theatres of War. It's also coming up to nearly 4 months, and we have only just had our first glimpse of things to come thanks to the new 3.14 Evo patch. More on that in an upcoming video. Frankly, speaking from the heart, the game as it is right now is definitely not in a state where I'd say new players should jump in. Sure, Fleet Week and Alien Week are exciting, but the truth is, these in-game events are just means to pushing sales numbers, hitting margins to continue development on this dream we all hold so dear and near to our hearts. That's probably why it hurts us long-time backers so much. When we have dry periods that are as long as almost 2 patch cycles and nothing new in terms of gameplay or stability to help new players enjoy the experience we do have. When all we see are more new concepts being released over existing ones being pushed to live. Don't get me wrong, I love the ship collection minigame that is the true gameplay behind this alpha, but this doesn't help new players. Players like you that might be wondering whether or not you should hop in at this time. If you are one of these new players and you have had a chance to get involved during the free fly events, then I strongly recommend checking out any of the live streams from people like myself or others that can answer your questions or show you elements of the game you may not have seen before. Because trust me, as polished as this may look in marketing and commercials from CIG, the game still is as janky as ever and requires a lot of fiddling and workarounds to just enjoy the basic experience sometimes. Developers do their best. If you ever visit Spectrum or the forums on either Reddit or anywhere else, then you would know that they are always watching, always listening, and never are they trying to make things worse for us. But their backed-up approach to weapon balance, for example, the current PvP king and champion, the Espiritan, leaves the core gameplay experience, combat, to feel one-sided, pay to win even, or just downright broken and unfair. Really, to say the game is bad outright would obviously be wrong. But compared to my own videos of the past where I could make excuses for why the game is worth playing at any other time, I am now really struggling to find those unique opportunities this time around. Obviously, if you have friends, maybe you're backed a long time ago and you just want to know how things are, then of course you will find fun in the game, and I'm more than sure you could have a blast around the verse. But if you are new, if you are unaware, or if you stopped playing in 3.12 for similar reasons that I did, then the current patch 3.13 is not a good reason to return. 3.14 on the other hand, oh boy, that is something. Look, I don't want to end this video on a downer, so I'll say it here. I do love this game, and I only ever hope for the best, because the better this game becomes, the more popular the game is, the more enjoyment everyone will have, and the more my $5,000+ invested into this game will finally actually feel worth it. And the more your $45 maybe, using my referral code of course to get 5,000 extra alpha UEC free, is going to feel worth it too. Maybe you've seen some of the crazy fun you can have, or maybe you're waiting for 3.14 to start new. Well, myself and the channel will have everything you need and more, with a new player guide coming fresh for the major changes next patch, and a bounty of videos for you to enjoy in the meantime. I hope you liked this video. And if you did, you know what to do. If you liked it that much, maybe even consider subscribing. But of course, if you didn't, don't forget to leave me a comment telling me why, and to upvote the video just so I'm more inclined to read your scathing review. Until next time, guys. See you then.